Hello and welcome to the channel for wisdom. My name is Deb Acker and I'm an intuitive spiritual teacher, healing speaker, and author, including of the upcoming spiritual poetry book, Profound: Words to Awaken Truth Within. And know with all of the poetry I share, it's always meant to be super accessible, super easy to understand, telling a story, and yet you are meant to get a really powerful lesson from it. And so, as I do with all of these talks, I'm going to share a short poem with you. And then I'm going to go ahead and share some of the subconscious messages and patterning that you might find in hearing the poem and that it might bring up within you, as well as some new awarenesses and how to begin to heal anything that shows up. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. A person I want to be with. Please don't make me have to be with myself, not again. Every time I'm with her, I have to face something I've been resisting, look at something I've been denying, meet something within I've been ignoring. And I just can't do that. I just won't do that. Instead, I want to do all the things. I want to avoid. I want to reach out to others. I want to Netflix and chill. Anything but presence with me, please. It's just too much to bear. It's just too uncomfortable. It's just so overwhelming. And yet I know if I can just keep returning to me, if I can just stay with myself 1 minute longer than yesterday, if I can just love myself a little bit more each time, my pain will dissipate, my heart will open, and I will feel like me again. And that, my friends, is a person I want to be with. So just notice, what does this poem bring up in you? What comes up for you in hearing it? So much of the time, we can run away when we're in pain or when hard things happen. Or on the flip side, we look to others, to feel safe, to feel comfort, to, for love, for truth, for the answers to our life. So notice when hard things are happening, how do you respond? What are the practices you have in place to really support you during those times, to let you know that you can handle anything that comes your way? And if you tend to look outside for love, right, for safety, for comfort, for the answers, for truth, first of all, I believe all of our subconscious patterns and messaging, they're stored in our body. So I want to encourage you right now to exhale that out of your body, right? Knowing that it's leaving you, whether you see it leaving or not, knowing it's beginning to shift, knowing it's leaving you. And just start to bring light in. And just asking yourself, if you do this, why do you do this? What benefit does it have for you? And or what are you scared of? So often, so much of the time, we can be scared to be alone, right? We're scared to be with ourselves. We're scared what can come up, and we don't feel safe with ourselves. And often we don't feel safe with ourselves because we haven't been taught how to build that relationship from within. So I'll encourage you to look at that within you, to ask yourself about that. And to not to blame yourself or beat up on yourself, but if you're not already doing that, if you don't already have a practice that allows you to build a consistent relationship with yourself, to go within, to have a dialogue with yourself, that when you've had a hard day or something hard has happened, like being able to have that conversation to say, hey, what was that like for you? Right? What came up for you when that happened at work or when that happened in your relationship? Being able to do this is one of the true keys to feeling calm, feeling at ease, feeling peace, and feeling safe with ourselves. And as we do that, we can feel safe from the inside out and we feel more wholeness. And that wholeness allows us to know that no matter what comes our way, we can handle it, right? We've got it. So with that, just anywhere where you don't feel safe with yourself, anywhere where you are scared what's going to happen, any versions of where you feel alone and you're scared to be with yourself and you're scared what may come up, just starting to exhale that out. And the question becomes, for you, how do you become, if this isn't already true for you, how do you become a person you want to be with? I have a course called the Painful Relationship Healing Course, and it's all the tools that I used to not only become a person that I want to be with, but to feel whole from the inside out, right? To know that I can handle anything that comes my way. But a couple of tools that I love to use is this check-in with myself, right? So when something is happening in my life, it's just a matter of me checking in. It's like, hey, what's going on for you right now? What's occurring for you right now? What was that like for you? And I dialogue with myself. I talk to her. I let her know I'm here for her and that I'm not leaving her no matter what. Reaching out to others for support is absolutely okay. But if you don't also have a mechanism to also go within and reach to yourself for that support, that's where it becomes unhealthy. Another tool that I like to use that's very simple is just to check in with myself throughout the day, just on what I'm wanting, what I'm needing, and what I'm feeling. Again, you start to check in and you start to know you have your own back. You start to know you really care about yourself. And we can't expect others to care for us if we're not caring for ourselves, right? If we are leaving ourselves by not being with ourselves during hard times, during the pain, we cannot expect others to stay with us. So this is a practice over time. It's not about beating up on yourself. It's not about making yourself wrong if you're not doing it, but it's about cultivating a practice over time so that no matter who's in your field, no matter what comes your way, you can handle it. You've got it. And if you want to dive deeper into the tools that I use personally and that so many of my clients have used to really feel calm and peace and at ease in their lives, to feel that wholeness, to build a relationship with themselves, to know they can handle anything that comes their way, no matter what is going on in their personal life or in the world, there's going to be a link below for my Painful Relationships Healing course. I just recently lowered the price on this just to make it super, super accessible to every single person who needs it. I do not want money to be the factor or the reason why you don't choose to do this. So if you're feeling called, you can check that out below. And until next time, just inviting you to have a wonderful day and wonderful week, and also inviting you to become, if you aren't already, a person you want to be with. Thank you so much for listening. This poem was written by Deb Acker and is copyrighted.